Being the son of one of the greatest players to have ever graced the NBA comes with a lot of expectations, and while not many children of great NBA stars ever turn out to be as good as their parents, Bronny James Jr. has been showing signs of being just as good as his four-time NBA Finals MVP father, LeBron James. So in today's video, we will be showing you highlights that prove Bronny is NBA bound and could be a threat in the league someday. Bronny over the years has improved greatly, and just like his father, he's not one to shy away from dunks, as you can see. Bronny receives the ball from outside the three-point area and drives into the arc before taking flight. It's scary hours. With his father in attendance and the Sierra Canyon basketball team playing on the Los Angeles Lakers court, Bronny was not one to miss a showdown as he dribbles out of a ball screen and between two defenders before making a layup that wowed his father. LeBron was not the only one amazed with what just happened. Even the commentators were left astounded as Bronny put on a show. Bronny's stats in his high school playing career are decent at best, however there is no denying what he is capable of as he turns in his beast mode whenever he faces his father's alma mater, the St. Vincent St. Mary's boys basketball team. On December 5th, 2021, Bronny had an MVP performance, scoring 19 points on 64% shooting against that team, leading the Sierra Canyon to a 71-52 win in the Chosen Ones Invitational at Staples Center. For a 17-year-old player, his range in the game was amazing, as he drained open threes, got out of screens to make threes, drove into the arc to make pull-ups that reminded us of what his father used to do and still does in the league. Bronny's sophomore season was an unmemorable one, as he tore his meniscus and had to undergo surgery that left him sidelined for the whole season. Regardless, he's been on fire since returning from injury. In this play, Bronny drives off a screen, leaving his defender chasing his shadow before slamming the first dunk of the season while two other defenders were watching. Does anyone remember Game 7 of the 2016 NBA Finals when LeBron James chased down Andre Iguodala for one of the greatest blocks of all time with just less than 2 minutes on the clock while the game was still tied at 89? Yeah, it appears that's in their DNA, as Bronny gave some nostalgic vibes as he replicated his father's famous block. For a young basketball player who was just 15 years old at the time, this is beyond impressive. LeBron James got some handles, but the skills his son Bronny was displaying at 14 were reminding us of Kyrie Irving, who was LeBron's teammate while he was with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Just take a good look at his handles at 14 years old, shifting defenders as he makes the ball go behind his back with both hands, crossing the defender 3 times before making his way to the rim. Kyrie Irving would be proud. His all-around play was exceptional, and as you can see, he drives off a screen before making a jump shot in the arc. He drives all the way from his own end of the court before making a layup that puts his team ahead. He also receives the ball from outside the arc, wasting no time draining a 3. His playmaking skills were on full display as he dribbles out of a defense in his own end before spotting his teammate, who then drains a wide-open 3 after receiving a pass from Bronny. And not to forget, Bronny also drained multiple wide-open 3s to show his positioning, prowess, and shot-making ability. Bronny's performance at the Nike Elite Youth Basketball for his AAU team Strive for Greatness has improved greatly, going from scoring a total of 58 points in 2021 through 8 games to scoring a total of 64 points in only 4 games so far in 2022. At the Nike EYB tournament, Bronny's teammate intercepted a pass, allowing Bronny to get the loose ball and breeze past the defender and slamming a dunk that could not be contested. This might not have been in a game as it was during warm-ups, but it's pretty impressive that 17-year-old Bronny is already slamming between the legs while being just 6 feet 3 inches tall. Regardless, given his athleticism at such a young age, we are hoping that someday he will be able to participate in the NBA Slam Dunk Contest, which his father never competed in. However, LeBron James Sr. did win a dunk contest when he was still in high school in 2003. I mentioned earlier that Bronny is getting into his Uncle Drew bag, and this is one of those plays that shows that he is also modeling his game around Kyrie Irving. In this play, he drives into the arc and makes a reverse pivot before draining a fadeaway jumper. If you are an NBA fan, you have definitely seen Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and LeBron James pull up this move at the buzzer. However, Kyrie is one of the most skilled players to have ever graced the NBA, so it wouldn't be wrong to model his skills based on Uncle Drew. Bronny once again at the Nike EYB. This might look simple to some, but take a good look at his improvement since he got back from injury. It's becoming more obvious that this kid will only get better. He crosses, then makes a behind-the-back dribble, leaving his defender for dust before gliding toward the rim to make a smooth layup. I guess the only mistake by the defending team was not double-teaming Bronny. For a player whose role model is Russell Westbrook, Bronny is proving to be just as explosive. Take a good look at how he receives the ball mid-air and floating before slamming it for a dunk. It's becoming more obvious that the number 0 is not the only thing he shares with Westbrook, as he might someday be just as explosive as the 2017 Most Valuable Player. Only a few NBA players in history have ever been ambidextrous, with legends like Kobe Bryant, Larry Bird, Russell Westbrook, and LeBron to name a few, having shown the ability to use both hands with maximum efficiency, and it appears that Bronny might have that in his DNA. Taking a good look at this play, Bronny bounces the ball with his right hand to get enough space on his defender before switching and driving to his spot with his left. He then proceeded to make a sidestep jumper outside the arc with his right hand. Even the spectator knew what was coming as he shouted, "He can't guard you, Bronny." Before Bronny got injured, there were concerns about his handles because it was less impressive for a shooting guard. Nonetheless, since returning from injury, his handles and footwork have matured tremendously. Even though he missed the layup, he had the ability to break his opponent's ankles as he moved the ball behind his back before gliding to the rim to go for a left-handed layup. If he made this, it would have been one for the ages. At just 15 years old, he was out there hitting game winners. This is just further proof that LeBron James Jr. is destined for greatness. With the game tied, Bronny receives the ball from his own rim and drives to the opponent's arc before making 2 Euro steps and shooting a game-winning jump shot to win the game for the blue chip basketball team. In this play, Bronny receives the ball from the other end of the court before driving in and slamming a one-handed dunk on an unopposed rim. This was Bronny's last AAU game for the Strive for Greatness team, and Bronny put on a show. If there's one thing about Bronny's dunk, it's his mannerisms that are just like his father's. Notice his verticals at just 6 feet 3 inches. The younger LeBron is definitely getting better every year. At the NBPA Top 100 camp in 2022, Bronny played 3 games, averaging 24 minutes per game. He recorded 5 points on a 33% field goal percentage and 3.7 rebounds per game. Nonetheless, in this game he showed range, as he made difficult layups, drained threes, and made some jump shots within the arc. Having one of the greatest basketball players as a father comes with its influence, and quite a number of Bronny's skills and approaches to the game are just a replica of his father's. Just like LeBron when he was with the Cleveland Cavaliers, Bronny drove to the paint before leaping and slamming a dunk on the board while his father was in attendance. The apple doesn't fall far away from the tree. Before his injury, Bronny's overall impact in a game was minimal despite starting all 34 games in his freshman year of high school. Regardless, since returning from injury, his jump shot most importantly has improved. Just take a look at how confidently Bronny is coming off a screen and creating enough space for himself to hit a jump shot while being hounded by 2 defenders hoping to block his shot. To the video making rounds on the internet, this was the California Basketball Club's game against the under-18 French select team in Paris that ended in a 97-85 loss. Bronny was all over the place. Bronny was in his bag, hitting the behind-the-back move before moving toward the rim, making a reverse layup. He drains another 3 to extend the CBC team's lead. And the one highlight that got everyone talking, Bronny goes coast to coast, making his way through with his left hand before switching to his right hand mid-air to poster his opponent. He ended the game with 25 points on 10 of 22 shooting and a 100% free throw percentage. That will be all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let us know your favorite Bronny highlight in the comments section below. Do you want to see him in the NBA one day? If you enjoyed this video, remember to like and subscribe to our channel for more NBA content. See you next time.